has been read his rights. Obviously requested an attorney given why you're here. But I'll give you the rundown as to what occurred. I was heading northbound on... Well, actually, I was not heading northbound. I was on Great Ocean Highway when I clocked a vehicle doing 100 miles an hour northbound on Great Ocean. It took me a while to catch up to it. Finally did. Vehicle was also reported stolen. So, you know, I conducted a normal traffic stop. Everything is fine. Was very likely just going to be a slap on the wrist. Hey, don't do it again. Both individuals were relatively compliant. Alex here being the driver of said vehicle. Upon asking them to step out because this vehicle is evidence of a crime, you know, we were going to get it impounded. I begin looking through the glove box to document what's inside, to which we locate, if I recall correctly, 98 bags of marijuana.
What?
98, I believe.
99 bags of marijuana.
No.
Okay.
No, unfortunately not. So
Open the bag, roll it up. 98 bags of weed in it.
So,
okay, so also
at-
happens the 19th pack.
at that
Excuse me,
point,
officer. What was your name?
Rhodes?
Matt
Lovely.
Rhodes.
Matt
you.
Rhodes, correct.
The Matt Rhodes.
Oh my god, that's so kind of you, Siobhan. Oh my gosh.
He is kind of notorious.
Oh my god, y'all think so?
The
Yeah.
name does sound familiar from like about.
Flattery's
5,
gonna
6
help you
years
here,
ago.
right?
He was pretty much tied with Wrangler for my favorite cop.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
Wow.
Except, listen, I don't. Here's the thing. If I say I'm gonna follow through with something, I'm gonna follow through with it.
Completely
I'm
unrelated to the fact that I'm here. Rhodes is my favorite cop.
Oh my god, that's so kind.
Aw.
Oh, it really is a good day. Okay, so here's the thing. Prior to asking them to step out, I did get both of their identifications. The identification provided by this individual, who I do need a fingerprint, but I'm running under the assumption here this is Mr. Mao. Provided me.
I told you my name, didn't I?
Did you say Alex Mao?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay, perfect. Here's the thing. I haven't fingerprinted you. The identification is expired, right? But that's the point I'm trying to get at. When asked for ID, I was provided an ID that expired at the end of 2023 by the driver, this individual here, to which I asked for an identification from the passenger to see if, you know, if they could head up to Polito, rent a vehicle, and, you know, get their way back down to the city if necessary, or if they'd have to call a friend, taxi, whatever. So I did get the identification of the passenger, who's a Michael Manx, I believe, M-A-N-X. From there, both individuals, again, were asked to step out. At that point, once I searched the vehicle, I did inform officers as to what was located within the vehicle. I then instructed the individuals to put their hands behind their back. They'd be placed in cuffs. And Mr. Mao then ran to the driver's seat of the vehicle and began fleeing. I was then able to place Mr. Manx in cuffs. He did not resist. At that point, because of the situation I had and me being primary, I then tasked Officer Troy with dealing with Mr. Manx, who again is the other individual. I then joined the pursuit. The pursuit ended. It was reckless. High rates of speed. You know, throughout the city. Long story short, it ended with an attempted ocean dumping of the vehicle that failed. The individual then swam over to a little
Like
barge?
a barge.
Yeah,
Like a
little,
waste barge. Yeah.
exactly, a little barge. Then
Alleged.
threw something into the ocean, jumped back into the water, and we did not see him for quite a bit. At that point, we had some additional officers. We were unable to locate the individual, but then we had an officer locate an individual in a jacket around the general area. And upon Flop seeing said individual, Flop was there at the traffic stop. He was able to identify them as the driver of the vehicle. And Flop had close proximity to this person throughout the traffic stop, because Flop was actually going to be the one to cuff him and then attempted to tackle him when he went into the vehicle. So then we chased him on a bicycle. He was then eventually knocked off the bicycle and received medical, and now we're here. But the issue of concern here isn't necessarily the joyriding. I mean, it is, right? We're looking at joyriding, reckless evading, resisting. But we're also looking at something in relation to the marijuana here. Now, I am going to be real. I ain't weighed the baggies, okay? I ain't weighed them. But I'm going to assume this is a considerable amount given the quantity of baggies versus the actual weight. Give me a second here. There we go. So that's currently where we stand.
Any amount greater than 4 ounces is felony.
4 ounces is quite a lot of marijuana.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
Isn't that a QP?
Quarter pound? Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we all
Hmm.
know more about drugs in this room than you do.
Yeah.
Really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna have to consider. Well, I mean, how about this? I imagine, Siobhan, you want to speak to your client, discuss the situation at hand, get their version of
Yeah.
events.
Oh, I definitely do after what I just heard.
Yeah. So, as you heard in the other room, the other individual isn't likely going to say anything. But that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, Mr. Mao here would be unwilling to speak. So, I'll give y'all that
love the
opportunity.
prisoner's dilemma.
Well, I mean, for me,
You
it's a
love
matter
it.
of I very much so operate under, you know, you work with me, I work with you, right? Like the potential here exists that we're looking at felony possession
Totally.
with intent. But again, you work with me, I work with you. We could potentially drop this down to just felony possession in exchange for information.
All right, let's have a talk.
All right. So we'll leave y'all be.
Oh, wait, real quick. Where were the
yeah.
bags found? In the glove box or the trunk or both?
Glove box.
Glove box of the vehicle.
All right, thank you.
Well, I'm just saying.
Laugh it up, lad.
Well, no, I'm just saying glove box in fairly close proximity to the passenger, if you ask me.
Yeah, but
Anyways.
there's a lock on it.
Is there?
I
Do
mean, I
people
don't know.
lock
Look
their
inside
glove
of your
box?
car. Some people lock their glove boxes when they keep their registration in there.
See,
They're smart.
those locks are intended for like valet. You know, if
I
you're
know,
valeting
they're
your
for valet.
vehicle, yeah.
Uh-huh. Valet
But
lock.
most people don't realize that.
They
In
don't
fact,
because they're numbskulls.
well, most people don't know half of the shit their car does. What's up?
What looks?
Exactly.
Yeah, that.
No, seriously, like,
I'll let you speak with your client.
Great thing.
Vehicles spontaneously combust when a repair kit's applied to them.
Here we are.
We're only
Yeah.
just learning this
oh,
today.
hold on.
Hard way.
All right, so I'm gonna peek into this this interrogation and make sure that they're okay, unless someone has recently.
Let me check. Cause damage. Hey guys, we're just searching up.
Flop.
Yeah.
Were you able to get a weight on what was found in the?
no, I'm bad with the weighing part, but it is in
Not that good.
evidence.
Okay, perfect.
If you want to read my statement, that is in full. I underlined specifically the identifying factor because I still don't even know the guy's full name. But I noticed he was wearing black in color clothing with very short hair and a heavy accent, and everything except for the clothing matched this guy. And I was like, holy shit, wait, this guy's adding up. And as soon as I asked for his name, he pedaled off and screamed, I ain't going back.
Yeah, no. As soon as I saw him, I 100%
Yeah.
recalled what he looked like. I remember the scar going down his face. In
Yes.
addition, so the thing is, he was wearing glasses at the time that I pulled him over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the passenger.
Oh, go ahead.
I
Yeah,
mean, the reality
Michael
here
Max.
is, he didn't flee. He was passenger in a stolen vehicle.
Mhm.
Let me see here.
He'd be getting joyriding at the most from that. unless you wanted to push, you know, the felony or the possession charges.
I don't actually think joyriding. Hmm. I think the only thing that would really stick is the possession.
Based on how the charges are articulated.
Yeah.
'Cause it
Because I
doesn't say
can't.
driver or passenger. It just says the taking of or operating of a
So
vehicle.
the thing is, I can't, like, beyond a reasonable doubt, prove he assisted in the taking of it if he was just a passenger.
Right. Like I'm happy to cut him loose, but it's up to you.
Well, for me, I think I'm fairly confident in pushing constructive possession on multiple individuals. I'm not necessarily opposed to it.
Okay. We'll have to advise him of the
Um,
changes in charges.
I'm just trying to. What else did he have on his possession?
Just empty bags and a knife.
What kind of empty bags?
Stand by. They're on my person right now.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just hand
Or
this over to you.
Okay.
You got 10 of those.
And my individual had one. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. I mean, the long story short is 98 bags of weed. I need to go get that weighed. Here, let me go do that.
Let me see
Give me
what
a
I can
moment.
do. I
Oh.
might be able to help you with that.
All right. We'll be back.
I have never had the attempt to try and figure out how to weigh this shit. So
I got your airlock. I'm gonna need help with this one though, because I can't operate this lock.
I know where I'm going.
it's over here.
Ah, to the right. I knew this.
Me too. I definitely didn't forget to
All
drop
right.
the bag off here.
Oh, this looks like just about a kilo.
Yep.
I
Is
think.
it a locker I-1938 or 1938?
Yes. 1938.
Alright.
Yeah.
All
I
right, those
mean,
bags are included.
okay. I mean, based on the way that it's being scaled,
I'd say there's probably about 980 grams. Is that math? 1,000 grams is 1 kilo. Is that correct?
1,000 grams is 1 kilo.
See, I'm good at math. I can hate math. I hate this. I hate every bit of this. All of it. Now, in saying that, I am gonna take one and bring it over to the armory and see whether or not we can analyze this.
I would love to know.
Because I'm curious.
I don't want to jump the gun, but I was very curious.
Do, do, do. Hmm. Nope. We. Fuck. I'm so sad. Oh. I'm sad. Damn it. We need to get a lab.
Okay.
We need a lab ASAP.
I agree.
Oh, let me go throw this back in evidence.
Oh yeah, true.
There we are.
Yeah, I don't know about I think if you want to make the case for constructive possession on the passenger, you can, based on where it was located. But
I mean, I think I can push it on both.
I would think so. I think most definitely you can push it on the one guy
I
who
need
was
help with
already
this one.
throwing shit. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I
The
feel
driver,
like
100%.
Yeah, I feel like there's a winning case for the passenger, but I also see your side of it too, pretty clearly.
All right. So this individual, last I heard, is requesting a bench trial, regardless of what the charges are, which is fine. So we're gonna hold on that until we deal with the other individual. Once we figure out how that's gonna work out, we'll then figure out what we're doing with this individual. I do need food. If someone wouldn't mind picking up some food, I can give you
Yeah, I
money,
can do
no
that.
issue.
Do you know what you're charging them with though?
At minimum, it's going to be felony possession. At most, felony possession with intent. Given the quantity here.
All right. Who all needs food? You know what? I'm just gonna get two
I
for
have
everybody.
I have two
Gotcha.
burgers
Perfect.
on me in case anyone's desperate. I have 2 burgers and 2 energy drinks.
I can hold until he returns with food.
Okay,
Thankfully.
just let me know if you got really desperate.
All
I'll
right.
give you.
I mean, part of me wants to go in there and just chat with them, but I think the likelihood of anything being fruitful is pretty slim. I'll give him an update. Hello?
I'll be right back. I just need to take a quick nap.
Knock knock.
Lavender.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on in. We're not talking
All
about
right.
anything special.
Come on in.
Hell, hey, whoa, back up!
Oh my lord.
Wrong room.
My bad.
Hold up.
This came this way.
Oh, sorry. You know what? Your cups look all the same. I'm sorry to say it.
I know you didn't just say that.
You and slacks look the same. I'm sorry.
That's
We
not
look the
true.
same.
From the back, turn around. Stand next to them and turn around. Turn around.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you two look the. Turn around, slacks. Yeah, you two look the same.
Not true.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Not true at
Damn.
all.
Two blind men. Yeah.
Damn, you've reduced me down to being blonde?
That's crazy.
Girl, the bleach
Oh,
getting to
wow.
ya.
Oh.
Wig.
Okay, still getting to ya.
No, it's not, honey. No.
If you say so. If you say so. I got places to be that ain't
I'm
in
gonna
a
say,
cell.
I feel like this is my time to step in. The sassy gotta get cut back.
Knock knock.
What the hell? What?
Knock knock. Knock knock.
We
I'm
still
knocking.
talking?
Hi, Officer Rose.
Oh, hello. Okay, I just
Nom, 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 nom,
I just want to make sure, you know. Unfortunately, when I'm
Listen,
yelling out there, I don't think y'all hear me.
No, they're actually soundproof, except when you lads are on the other side of the glass.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ensure. Well, you have nothing to worry about, because you know, while y'all are having privileged conversations, no officer should ever be listening in.
You're by the book, right? You wouldn't do that.
No. In fact, if I ever saw somebody doing it, I would make sure that the attorney was made aware. In addition to superiors being made aware, because that should never happen.
Okay, we should talk later because I'm pretty sure a cop did that before. So we should talk after this.
Ew.
Great.
How voyeuristic.
So voyeuristic. Like, if you're gonna
Um,
watch, then I should get paid.
Right?
Okay, so I imagine y'all have had a chance to talk.
He did.
We weren't finished, but
Oh, I can leave. No issue. Tell you what,
You bored out
Siobhan.
there? You bored out there, Rhodes?
we just need a couple more minutes.
Girl, I ain't even had a moment to myself. I'll be
Do you wanna
real.
I just don't want you to raid my
Rhodes,
apartment.
I command you to go take 2 minutes to yourself.
Oh, okay.
And
Will
then
do.
Come back after. Good.
There we are.
Have a good night.
There we go. Wait, who's having a good night?
Cornwood.
Oh, okay.
All right, Rhodes, ready?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, let me give you money. You
That's
know
for
what?
you.
Take it all.
Miss King, please
Thank you.
look me in the eye. and
Stand by
tell
on
me
drinks.
I've done nothing wrong.
There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I got
Flop.
6 witnesses, okay? I'm happy to
Thank
do
you
a
so
bench
much, my
trial.
man. I
I'm
appreciate
happy
that.
to do a bench trial. I'm
My
happy
pleasure.
to-
All right. Knock, knock. Just peeking in. Is everyone okay?
Oh yeah.
I just want to give you an update as to what's happening. Obviously, given both of these situations are tied in with each other, we just have to sort of conclude the remainder of said investigation with the other party, get all of that sorted, and then at that point, if y'all still would like a bench trial, we can entertain that as well. Okay, as long as the judge is available.
Okay.
Do y'all have any questions right now? Because if you do, I have some downtime before I have to head back to the other room.
I probably would like food or drinks just in case. I'm right now, but I feel like this is going to be a bit longer. So yeah, food and drink, please.
Okay. Give me just a moment.
I think I stocked up at the vending machine, so I'm good for myself.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good for myself as well. I got a meteorite energy bar.
Here you go.
Much appreciated.
And an energy drink. All right. Hopefully that holds you over for now. I do apologize for the delay. It's just, again, not much I can really do. Sort of juggling a couple things back and
Fine,
forth.
We're having a good chat, actually.
All right. Perfect.
Sometimes I sit here for like 30 minutes a room and the person doesn't talk to me, but we haven't stopped talking, so it's good.
All right. That's good. That's good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to head back into that other room just a moment.
You can like tap dance on that, but you have to be doing it right.
Troy?
Yes, sir.
I would not recommend locking doors immediately upon exiting. Because if you do, they will stay open for others.
Stay open?
Yeah. So essentially what's happening is you're walking out, and in sort of one fluid motion, you're locking it in... You probably suspect you made it past. You're probably clipping your elbow on it, and then a lot of others are seeing it wide open.
Yeah, so the ATM is across the street, so I'm gonna go.
The door ain't swung shut yet.
I see what you're saying. Okay. Easy adjustment.
And how much money did you get paid?
420, like always.
Lucas, did you need food?
Okay.
I might could take a little bit if you have some extra.
Yeah, I got some.
Thank you.
All right.
Whoop, sorry, go ahead.
Knock, knock. It's been 2 minutes, probably.
Oh, great. Oh, hey.
All right. So
Oh my
what's
God.
going
You have a
on?
voice.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have an offer here. Okay, all right.
Okay.
So to get that drop down, what if we agreed to allowing you lads to raid his apartment? No, yes, yes, a raid. The fuck? So, what are you acting like this for?
What?
Well,
Yeah, a raid.
well, it depends on.
Fucking apartment?
I'm sorry. Can you
the
give us
raid
a
dog.
second? Actually, Can
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
give us,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I
absolutely,
thought we were
absolutely.
good. And no,
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 you're
I have in
good.
2 minutes. So I'm sorry.
Here we are.
I'm assuming if this goes to bench, you're gonna probably need me there.
So here's the reality. I'm fairly confident on pushing constructive possession on 2 people, right? However, if Mr. Mao is willing to take the possession charge, that's a whole different ball game.
Definitely.
Because at that point, believe it or not, I'd be content releasing the other individual. Because at that point, I've been given proof or evidence that this individual was the true person in possession, whereas beforehand, you know, I have no problems going for joint constructive possession. But if one person takes full responsibility, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, what I'm willing to do is drop it down from felony possession with intent as a someone done Sir Troy. Why?
What's the name of the?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
There's a lot of Y's in the report written by you, I suspect. That's all right. So you're good. Here's what I'd be willing to do. You know, if he allows me to search his apartment, if he takes responsibility, which I suspect he will, on the basis that like he isn't trying to play off that it wasn't him originally. He knows why he ran. Now there could have even been more, right? We saw him chuck something in the ocean. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I do want to get a scuba tank and go and check. But I mean, I mean, almost a kilo of weed. As far as I saw, at least, wasn't there an announcement referencing marijuana?
Yes. What were you getting at before? I'm sorry.
The announcement stated that any amounts of marijuana is illegal.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm more so referencing.
I know what you're talking about. There was the announcement on like how much they weighed specifically because beforehand baggies were labeled improperly.
But I think I could
now
be
they're
wrong.
up to date.
Yes, I think that's what it was.
I don't want to derail. I do have a counterpoint too for our friend who tried to dump the car. How far you want to go with him?
Depends on how compliant he is. It sounds like he's going to be willing to work with us. Now, whether or not that's actually the case, well, I don't know.
Well, all I'm going to say is intent to deprive the vehicle permanently from the original owner.
Oh, yeah. Grand Theft Auto would 100% apply here.
Oh, yeah.
I still need to fingerprint him. But for now, I'm just going to go with Mao's stuff. I don't even know if he has a profile.
He did not when I checked.
All right, so before I actually add, what I'm going to do is fingerprint them, make sure that they are, in fact, who they state they are. All right, I'm gonna swing in here, figure out what's going on. Knock, knock, knock.
Come in.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we're ready now. So what we were
Perfect.
trying to say
Coming on in. I
is
apologize.
would it consented to a raid? Fucking stop being so fucking. Stop looking like a little bitch. You're embarrassing me in front of the cool cops. Jesus.
They are cool cops. Flop is here.
Cool, calm,
Oh my
and
God.
collected. That's me. Triple C. You know, it is what it is.
I think you're pretty GGG.
Oh, what that stand for?
Good, giving, and generous.
Aw.
I am those. Siobhan, you're so nice. I
was your
miss running
friendly
into
neighborhood
ya.
Judge.
I know.
I haven't seen you since I came back. I'm so glad. I'm sorry it was like this.
Look, we're
friends
gonna
with
have
my
to catch
dad.
up one day. We're gonna have to catch up.
We are.
Okay, so you were talking about us going through his property.
Yeah, we were gonna consent. What if we consented to a raid to get that drop down to felony possession?
Okay. Tell you what if how about I run this by you? Okay, I'm gonna be very upfront and honest because
Okay.
I feel that over many years people are capable of changing even for the worse. And I want to ensure
True.
that people still understand that I have not changed in the sense that I'm a man of my word, and if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to follow through with that. So essentially what I'm saying here is it sounds like Mr. Mao is being fairly compliant, right? I think Mr. Mao is very likely going to likely take a deal, not try to play off as though he didn't know what was in the car. Or anything like that. And I also believe that the likelihood of both individuals claiming they had no idea it was there is fairly slim. I think one is likely going to try to take responsibility. I suspect that to be Mr. Mao here, though I could be wrong. Here's the reality. If neither person sort of admits to it, and I can tell you now the other person ain't said a word to me, doesn't plan on saying a word to me, I did intend on pushing joint constructive possession on the basis that both individuals were in the car, right? However, that doesn't need to happen if, again, there's a decent level of compliance here. And I'm not talking crazy level of compliance. I'm not saying you have to tell me, you know, every last bit of detail. But what I am saying is if one person admits to it, I don't have grounds to push it on a second individual, right?
Right, of course, because it would be crazy to charge somebody else for a crime somebody else has already pled guilty to.
Exactly. Especially when it comes to possession related stuff. I'm certain I could push joint constructive possession on something within a car, but what I'm not going to do is push that when someone takes full responsibility for that, you know? And again, I think, oh, by the way, we did weigh it. 980 grams. Yeah, that's
almost a kilo of weed.
Yeah.
That's called a brick on the streets.
980 grams.
Yeah.
This guy was ready to build a house.
Could you do? I've never seen that much marijuana in one
Ow.
place at once. Could I see it after?
Sure.
Is that considered a lot?
That's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's about the size
What
of
is
a
it?
very large brick.
28.35 grams to an ounce?
I know math.
36 grams to an ounce, right?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What'd you
Siobhan
say?
or
Ounce.
Siobhan?
36
What,
grams
how
to
do you
an ounce.
pronounce my name again?
Siobhan?
No, what'd you
Siobhan.
say first?
Siobhan.
Look at me. Look at me.
Siobhan, right?
Siobhan.
What did I say about calling people out their name?
Siobhan.
I said you don't do it.
Oh my God!
Whoa, whoa,
Don't call
Siobhan,
people out their
no.
name.
Hold on,
No,
Jesus.
Siobhan, no.
No, he mispronounced my name, and calling people out their name is a terrible thing to do. It is fighting words.
Mhm.
I
It was an open-handed
agree.
slap to leave him his dignity.
I
we can't
agree,
be-
but
We
no.
can't be assaulted officers.
Mhm.
I feel like I
So
was assaulted by a wet fish.
Oh
my God.
Fish? Now he's insulting me.
oh, but okay, you know
It's a
what?
shame
my
I
name
can't
one more
twat out
time.
right now.
Just pronounce my name one more time, okay?
Mrs. Fitzpatrick.
All right, that works.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
I
all right.
apologize for
So-
slapping you.
My question
I apologize
here.
for all the times I'm going to get your name wrong in the future.
All right. Well, now we're even.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I mean, if you go back on this, it is what it is. If we need to, we can place a warrant out for the arrest of the other individual. But at minimum, is there an expectation? And when I say expectation, I mean like real expectation that there's going to be a guilty plea at minimum to felony possession.
Yes.
Okay, if that's the case, I can go ahead and release that other individual. 'Cause
Hooray!
on that basis, I have no reason to, you know, and I'm going to inform the other attorney because I ain't want there to be any sort of Brady violation, okay?
Oh, we don't have Brady.
No Brady violation.
There's
we-
no Brady.
Oh,
Though clear and open
damn, okay.
communication is a good thing.
No,
Yeah, go
Wait,
look
what the
on the
fuck? We don't have
docket.
Brady?
Yeah, look on the docket. We don't have Brady.
damn, hold up.
Wow, that makes our job a lot
Uh-huh.
easier.
Well, you know what? I still feel I have a ethical
Moral
and moral
obligation.
obligation.
Thank you.
One
for being like
moment.
that. It wasn't.
Knock, knock.
Hello.
I have good news.
Yeah.
I have good news. Y'all ready
Good
for
news, bad
this?
news. Good news, bad news.
The good news is the other individual has accepted responsibility for the possessions in said vehicle. Prior to, we were going to be pushing sort of a joint constructive possession on the basis of something being found within the vehicle in close proximity to the passenger. Given we now have testimony indicating that the other individual was the person responsible, we are actually going to be releasing Mr. Manx here.
You're not pressing charges at all?
That is correct.
And what is the report number for this incident?
It is going to be 1938. Beyond that, was there anything else you needed?
Nope. And these charges are not going to be refiled at a later date.
I have no reason to believe so. The only charge that was going to be pushed was possession on the basis of constructive possession. But again, the other individual is taking full responsibility. So we have no reason to believe Mr. Manx, given what was stated, would have had involvement.
Okay. Very good.
I do have one question.
Yeah, ask away.
So based on there being the one charge overall, do you know why he was arrested on the scene?
On the basis of constructive possession. So when I searched the glove box, there was close to 100 bags of marijuana within the glove box that he was sitting directly in front of.
So he was arrested on constructive possession before you had the other person in custody and knew there was weed in the car to begin.
Well, so it's a little complicated because he was detained as part of the situation. We then searched the vehicle, found it. At that point, the other individual took the vehicle and fled. But yes, we were going to be pushing constructive possession, but we're now dropping the charges.
Okay.
Any additional questions beyond that?
No, I'll just need that report as soon as you have it ready.
Yep, absolutely. It is going to be listed as ongoing until obviously we conclude everything. I don't have an ETA on that, but you do have the report number. So, you know, whenever you'd like to file a FOIA request, you can go ahead and do so. It'll be fulfilled as soon as we can.
Who's the primary officer on it?
It's going to be me, Officer Rhodes.
All right. Can you take this as my filing of the FOIA report then?
Unfortunately
You
not.
just have to return it to me when you get it done.
So okay, this might get a little complicated because while we do have some instruction given the Malton FOIA process, let me take a look here.
That's not in place yet. It hasn't been announced. It's a new process that's starting, I think maybe tomorrow, but that's fine. If you want to follow that process, I don't have a problem with that. That's not a big deal.
I do primarily because it does indicate like it has specific instructions, and while it may not be or may not have been announced yet, I'm gonna be real. I don't suspect the report is gonna be concluded before this gets implemented. So it's probably best that we do get that all sorted. So we do have 72 hours to get everything filed appropriately. Now, obviously, that's up to 72 hours. It could be concluded in 24. Who knows?
Is there a captain available currently?
I don't know if they're available. There is one on duty.
Okay, which captain?
Slacks is on duty at the moment.
Okay.
Is there something I can help you with?
No, it would have to be a captain.
Okay, fair enough.
Would a senior be able to help by chance? I'm just offering it out.
If you don't mind clearing the room, I'll talk briefly with you.
Okay. I mean, do you want me to?
I just want to clarify. You want to speak to me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
So question. Is this something that you want to like? Do you want me to grab your suspect's possessions or your client's possessions? Get them released while you speak with Flop? Are you okay with that? Because if so, we can do that concurrently.
So
I mean, I'm happy waiting, and I'm
Okay.
interested in pursuing what me and my lawyer have spoken about prior.
Very good.
So you're gonna wait?
Yes.
Okay, understood. All right, Flop. Tell you what. Once you conclude that, if you release Mr. Manx, he will have to grab his possessions from in there, but beyond that, he is free to go.
Okay. All good.
All right. There we are. Knock knock.
Welcome.
It's
Who's
me.
there? Oh, wait,
Hello.
the two best words a woman can say. Come inside.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
I mean,
That's what we don't want to hear. Anyway.
Oh no.
control exists.
Oh.
And everyone in the city's
Yeah, you
sterile
think it
anyway.
does. Wait, what?
Okay. So
I think the water supply got fixed. Sorry, go ahead.
Is it too late?
Oh jeez. Okay. So here's. Yeah, give me a second here. Do. All right, Mr. Mao, I actually do have to fingerprint you. Unfortunately, while you indicate you're Mr. Mao, it would be improper for me to make a profile without verifying 100% your actual identity. In addition, the identification provided was expired, so it's kind of like the one thing after another type deal. Good news is that we do have a there we go. We do have a fingerprint scanner right here at the bottom of the display, right along here. If you wouldn't mind. Yeah, perfect. Hold it. You're a little shaky. Oh, perfect. There. Hold it. Hold it. And
Hands are a little sweaty right now.
we're good. All right. Just a moment. There we go. All right. So, situation at hand. A lot of weed. You plan on telling me anything about it, Mr. Mao?
It was mine.
It was yours?
Yeah.
What were you going to do with it?
I didn't know. Like I said, I haven't been around much. I didn't really know what to do. I just knew that there's some value to it. I held on to it.
If you held on to it, are you like are you a collector of the marijuana?
Oh, no, like I was trying to find a store that sold papers. You have to bear in mind, I've only been in the city a few times ever since people started moving back to Los Santos, and
You didn't even vote. I'm sorry.
yeah, I had no idea there was voting so soon.
Oh my god,
But
you missed out.
Yeah. I don't even know who the fucking mayor is.
That's my fiance.
Maximilian Thoroughbred. Your fiance?
We're engaged.
You know what? You actually have to tell him I still ain't got my espresso machine from Mission Row.
You're
That's
supposed to get an
fucked
espresso
up.
machine?
Yup.
That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up.
I need to be
We
caffeinated.
have one in the staff
coffee.
room in the 4th floor of the city hall.
I'm sorry, y'all got one before me?
I'm so sorry.
I'm
You can
not
have you
mad.
can have ours. You can have it. You can have it.
We can probably discuss that later. Okay, so Mr. Mao, are you implying that almost a brick of weed was intended for personal use and you're going to roll it all up?
No, I did plan to roll it all up, but like wait, your question again?
Well, my question was whether or not you plan to roll it all up.
Yeah.
And what were
But
you
like-
going to do with it?
Once it was rolled?
Huh?
Smoke it.
Oh my, that much weed?
Yeah.
Mr.
Obviously
Mao,
not all
I
at
don't
once,
know.
bro. Like, I've only got one mouth.
I don't know if your attorney has explained this to you, but things have changed. There is no legal amount of
figured I can't even
marijuana.
go to a
There's
general
no
store and
legal
buy
amount.
rolling
It's
papers.
terrible. Oh, I miss marijuana so much.
Me too.
Back in the old republic, that was about that's about 6 weeks worth of marijuana for me.
The old republic.
I miss being able to go
6
into a store and
weeks?
just buy
Old
like 4
brick?
different types.
Yes, my lungs are pretty much black inside.
Oh, I ain't ever been a smoker. I don't plan on it. It doesn't really.
Don't do it. It's bad.
Yeah,
Even though
do not
nicotine
do
is
it.
the
If-
only known cognitive enhancer, don't do it.
If anyone's listening
Mhm.
on the other side of that glass or in the room, just don't smoke. Never,
Don't smoke.
never,
Don't
never,
start.
never, never,
It's
never.
terrible.
Smoking.
Yeah, I
Listen
can't
to him.
help
He
it, I'm
knows
addicted.
best.
All right,
addicted.
Mr. Mao, I do have a follow-up
really am.
question. Upon searching your property, are we going to find anything illegal?
No.
Okay.
You might find something embarrassing though. You
Unless
see.
I left something there last week, I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
But no, I don't think so.
All right. So how about we do this? Here's the deal I'm willing to make. Given the compliance here. Number one, I don't think you'd give me consent to search the property. If you were intentionally hiding something, right? But in saying that, I do sort of still have an obligation to check.
Okay.
If I find anything illegal that would be associated with the marijuana related stuff, whether that be scales or anything like that. Tell you what, in exchange for a guilty plea, I'm willing to drop the charge down from, what I believe I have a fairly good case for when it comes to felony possession with intent, down to just felony possession of marijuana, in addition to reckless evading, grand theft auto, resisting. I'd be content pushing. Yeah, I'd be content pushing those. But now that I have 100% confirmed your identification, I'm just going to get the charges written up here just a moment. That way we're all on the same page.
Can I just ask real quick, why GTA not joyriding?
He attempted to dump it into the ocean.
Oh, because that
but-
part. Yeah,
but
that part. Never mind.
yeah.
I just couldn't recall that detail. I actually wrote it down. I should have.
I also did.
Good job, Idol. You're taking good
Why-
notes. I'm so proud of you. Great.
Why does dumping the
paralegaling.
vehicle make it
I
GTA,
like
not joyriding?
details.
Would
So joyriding
I'm just
implies
curious.
that you did not intend to deprive the owner of it permanently. So the theft of a vehicle alone doesn't mean the person intends on like keeping it forever, or destroying it, right?
I wasn't trying to put it in the water though. I just crashed at the end of the pier next to the water.
Really? You should.
Yeah.
You want to go with that one,
I
Mr.
don't know,
Mao?
I don't know. Do I miss a roads?
I mean, he's been pretty honest so far.
He has, but
I
I
have.
don't.
Was he a bad driver?
Let me try to
Officer.
elaborate.
Yes.
Let me try to elaborate. Flop, I didn't see it. Okay, but Flop described it as, he attempted to ocean dump it, but hit the wall at, I think he said 100 miles an hour. He might have been facetious there. But trust me
Definitely
when
not
I
that
say the
fast in that
intent
car.
was to make it over and into the water.
No, I only just wanted to jump in the water. I didn't want to lose the car.
So that is problematic though, right? A vehicle in water very likely would result in the vehicle being totaled, therefore depriving the owner of it permanently. Just
But I
because it
didn't
can
try
be.
to put the car in the water. That's what I'm saying.
You didn't?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Then why didn't you slow down?
I was trying to slow down. Have you vehicle tested that car?
No.
It's terrible.
Well, you say
You know
that,
what I was going to
but
do? I was going to drive it to the end, jump in, hope that the cop followed me in, and then go back up the ladder into the car and drive away again. That was honestly my intention.
Then why did you hit the wall at such a high rate of speed?
It wasn't that fast.
Well, how fast
And
was
plus,
it?
it's the quickest way to stop.
Mr. Mao, that all sounds so backwards.
All right, Mr. Mao, go ahead and stop talking for a second. I'm gonna
Okay.
claim Dunning-Kruger effect at this point in time.
What does that mean?
Done and
My lawyer's too
correct.
smart for me.
All right. Well done.
Sorry, what does it mean?
Yeah, what's it mean?
Dunning-Kruger effect.
But
Really?
what yeah, I don't know. I never heard
Stupid
this.
people frequently overestimate their own ability, while intelligent people frequently underestimate their own ability because they actually have the knowledge in the topic to know that they don't know as much as other people. While people who are not that educated think that they know a lot. You know, like how when you're 17, you think you fucking know everything, and then
Yep.
when you're 30, you're like, I don't know shit, bro.
In other words,
It'd be like
Rhodes,
that.
Mr. Mel has a little bit too much hubris.
Oh.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the to back it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Kruger effect. It was first used in courts in the 80s to get a bank robber off of robbing a bank because he was so dumb. He walked up to the teller, gave him his ID and bank card, had no mask on, and said, "This is a robbery," and left his ID and shit there.
Oh
I want to watch an 80s
Yeah.
crime movie
fuck?
so bad.
Yeah,
right
it was
now.
actually, it was held up in court, and he got off the charges because essentially the attorney argued, if my client is too stupid to actually rob a bank effectively, then he was too stupid to have mens rea. And it fucking worked, Rhodes.
Okay,
it worked.
let me
So I'm
give you
blaming
some.
Dunning-Kruger right now.
Let me give
Mens
you
rea is the
some
guilty mind. So he couldn't
additional
have a guilty mind to
context.
rob.
What had actually happened was he again attempted to go over, but what happened was there's a slight. I'm not going to say slight. It's actually pretty steep.
A very visible wall at the end.
Well, no, not visible wall as much as it was a
It's
wooden.
like a 1 foot wall.
Let him speak.
Yeah, I would probably say it might be a foot, but let me just say the photo we got of the vehicle in its last parked position shows 2 wheels in the air, the trunk over the ocean, and the vehicle's smoking because it just didn't make it over, and essentially is pinned between a, you know how boats tie up like onto that metal, almost anchor looking, not anchor, but like anvil looking thing. I don't know what it's fucking called.
Word you're looking for is
But
parked.
but you know what I mean, right?
When you tie up a boat to dock on
Yeah.
the cleat. It's called a cleat.
A cleat. Okay.
Really?
You learn
That's
something
so
new every
smart.
day. I thought you wore cleats, not tied
Yeah,
yourself to a
It's
cleat.
a different kind. I'm a real boater. Don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like how elbow was also a body part, but also like a type of noodle. But
Sure.
same
sure.
word, different thing type thing.
But I'm gonna ask Flop because Flop is the one who witnessed this, and if Flop is confident in the Grand Theft Auto at the attempt, I'm content with pushing Grand Theft Auto. But how about Siobhan? How about I show you the photo?
Can you?
Can I
would
see it
love
too,
that.
please?
Hey, my number's in the yellow pages. Text me.
Oh, you need
All
to
right,
fix
will
it.
do.
Yes. Dude, I was gonna ask you for them digits. Now this just solves that whole problem.
Hey.
Smooth.
Once you see this, I'll have one question for you, Siobhan.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the question after I see this picture. You're real excited.
I also have a question.
Oh,
Hey there.
howdy, y'all. Anybody have food?
I just ate my burger.
Yes.
Does anyone
Here.
else?
No, sorry.
Snacks.
Oh, she's got
Someone took
snacks.
my fries.
Oh,
Take this. There you are.
thank you so much. You're the best.
All right, one moment. I'm gonna send you a text. Doo-doo-doo.
This is for the slap earlier.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sorry about that.
It's perfectly fine. I'm sure I deserve some form of repercussions.
Great.
Great.
Yeah, but I feel bad about it.
Well, I appreciate that.
Can I send my husband cute emojis while I'm down here?
You do you.
What the fuck is this?
So
me see.
my question. How am I gonna get this to you?
That's a really great question. He's on his phone, right?
Correct.
We don't have projectors here, do we? Because we don't have any in the fucking courthouse.
that'd be so
We
sweet.
actually do have one, but it's upstairs.
It's it's in the room because I put the projector on when I trained. I trained a bunch of coppers on objections. That's right. You guys got a projector and we didn't. Kind of pissed, but that's okay. That's all right. Right? We have the coffee machine and you don't, so I think
That's
it all
fucked
works.
up. We need to make a swap.
I would love to swap. Can we
Immediately.
swap? Let's swap.
Okay, maybe I take that back. Fuck.
Okay, what's your question? I want to know what the question is. I don't think there's any way to show him this.
I
That's all
know. Whether or not you believe he would have been able to, safely come to a stop, and whether or not you believe his intent truly was not to ocean dump the vehicle, despite the fact that he would have had to have scaled up at least a foot over the cleat, in really any
Impossible.
direction. No, I think this was a failed attempt. That's
No.
yeah. I mean,
I told you I was trying to park it on the cleat.
I don't know about that one.
Who's the judge right now? It was Gatsby, right?
Yeah.
She will laugh you the fuck out of court.
Yeah, see,
She
Rose?
would.
You're wrong.
No, not
Yeah,
Rose.
no, you, but-
You. Rose knew who I was talking to.
Listen,
Yeah,
bud.
you
Rose
don't have
asked
a
me
lot of
this
fun with
question for a
him.
very specific reason, and I see why.
There's no
Because if I was
way.
the judge, I would have laughed you out of court for making that.
Exactly.
What?
The speed required to get up on that ledge
That
in
little
a
shitty
vehicle
car.
that low.
Yeah.
Actually,
There's
can
no
I
way.
see the
Are you sure the cop
because
didn't
that would
nudge
Yeah,
you
I'll
answer
there?
send
my
it to you,
question
Idol.
as well.
I'll send it to you, Idol.
Yeah.
For context, there is the front driver's side wheel is touching the ground. The rear driver's side wheel is touching the lifted wall. It's only about foot tall, 1.5 feet. But the wheel is also behind the cleat, as in it would have had to have gone past, which means the attempt was made, but didn't successfully occur.
No, I crashed.
Honestly,
all right,
might have
stop,
a case
stop.
for Dunning-Kruger.
I told you Dunning-Kruger. I told you Dunning-Kruger. I told you. I literally told you. The second... Anyway. Oh, let me send this to
We're
you.
learning a lot here today.
Listen, if your attorney is telling you, stop, it's probably for the best.
Sorry, I'm just thick. Not in a good way.
Oh, in the head.
Yeah.
Oh, see that. Okay, well, my question answered right there. It's a tornado. It's lovely aesthetically. The car just. It's a shame that it drives like shit.
Yeah.
You're wondering what car it was?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
It was also smoking before the attempt, by the way, hence the lack of speed.
I am aware of that. I am aware of that. So,
okay.
Were you trying to? Lad, were
wouldn't
you
have even
trying to
been
put
going
out the
fast enough
smoke
to go
by
over the
putting?
cleat.
Well, no. Were you trying to put out the smoke by putting it in the water?
Yes, but only so
Oh
that
my
the owner
God.
could get their vehicle back and it wasn't smoking.
Stop.
Well,
It's
all right.
painful. It's painful to
that's
listen
fantastic.
to.
I'm in no mood to dissect exactly how you got the car.
I
in
just
this
wanted to make sure the
condition.
car wasn't smoking.
I don't think there's anything you could have done about that.
Might want to teach him about spontaneous utterance later.
I think we've sort of acknowledged that this is going to go a very specific way.
Anyhow, yeah, I don't think you need to change it from GTA to joyriding. It's okay.
Understood. Understood. Give me just a moment.
Just wanted to know why it would be different.
I gotta see about test driving a tornado at some point.
Don't waste your time.
All right. Profile has been made. Here we are. Let me attach you to the incident. And charges.
But also, who texted me these? It did not come from Siobhan's number.
All right. So full list of charges as is. Now, obviously, this is going to be contingent on going through your property. Now, I will say this, though I will not charge you for any additional marijuana-related stuff, or increase the charge to felony possession with intent. The one thing I often say is I can't look past a body or a gun or weapon attached to a body. As in, though I'm willing to not, push any additional charges for what's found, obviously, ideally just getting it out of the streets. I can't look past, pretty much those exclusively.
Okay.
Though I'm a man of my word, I try to make it clear that there are exceptions, because if there is a body, I know morally and ethically where I stand as to the importance of both my reputation, but also the fact that I have a job to do.
Between the table and the mirror.
So, reckless evading, resisting Grand Theft Auto, felony possession of marijuana, and you might call me petty on this one, okay? But it is what it is.
You petty?
Never.
Operating a motor vehicle without proper
I'm being
identification.
sarcastic.
Jesus Christ.
Gathered that.
Not expired ID.
Prior to any reductions, it is 5 points on your license, 62 months, and a $2,590 fine.
That's a lot better than the extra 9,000 that was on top of that.
Exactly.
Doable at least.
All right.